Hello and welcome back. I am Conan Librarian with Conan's EDC, Easy Dad Carry, and today I'm going to be doing a 1 month gear review of my Lever Gear loadout, as well as talking about Lever Gear's new launch of their Kickstarter for their new multi-tool, the Edge XT. Let's take a look. So right up top, I'm going to keep this kind of brief as far as the gear review. I will say, though, I love it. I've been using the heck out of it. I don't leave the house, honestly, without one or all the pieces on me, whether I'm just carrying one or two things in my pockets, or they're all in my sling bag, which I EDC. The Bit Vault has performed just awesome. I actually still have the original loadout. I haven't had to put any pills or anything otherwise to change it out yet, because I just wanted to see how it felt carrying this stuff. And honestly, so far, it's performed great. The most common thing I use it for, and I got called out, Rich out at True Budget EDC, the fact that I mentioned I always carry a T8 because it's not only one of the most common size, but I want to say it's probably the most common size for most Civivi, which I carry a lot. So being able to carry with me safely a bit to take care of my other carries is really kind of cool. Just the convenience of this, the practicality of it is awesome. As far as the jangle, it's one of the biggest complaints that people have about the Bit Vault is the jangle. And you can do some different things. Honestly, it doesn't bother me too much because I'm also the guy that wears a big kind of chunky plastic keyring on my belt loop. I've carried loud kind of keys for work and just personal use for a long time. So it doesn't bother me too much. This actually usually rides inside my pocket though. I don't usually hang this, but I will say the carabiner itself is really nice. And you could tell I've kind of been beating it up a little bit and using it, and it's been doing really well. Usually this rides on one of these, and this is the Lever Gear cable kit, which for a long time I had talked about how much I didn't like the idea of something like this. I said that I didn't like something that would be so that would be essentially a short cable and not some long dangly thing. But after using this thing for a month, it's awesome. Now, I've been posting some pictures on my storyline here and on Instagram. The most common thing I use this for is either my phone or my flashlight, and you don't get to see too many pictures of my phone being charged by it because, well, honestly, it's hard to charge my phone and take a picture of it charging. But just this cable kit, the function, the form, has come in much more handy than I thought. I originally said, well, it's awkward if you need to charge off this and that, but honestly, it's great whether I'm sitting at a desk, if I'm driving, and honestly, if I just need to hold something to charge it for a while, it's really not as awkward as I originally kind of was complaining about. This cable kit is awesome. It charges really fast too, which is nice. It is high speed, and having this extra bit stored in there. It does have this guy. I've yet to use a SIM card thing. But I really like this cable kit because the other thing, just like the Bit Vault, it has practicality. The fact that it has a spot where I can clip onto, and it has the clip on it so I can slide this in a pouch or a pocket. It's just smart. It just makes sense. And that's really, for me, if you've watched my channel at all, you know I like things that have not just multifunction use, but practicality. They have good form and function, and they're not just cool, even though this stuff is cool. The last bit here is my Lever Gear Tactical or Tool Card Pro. You know, I had some mixed feelings when I originally got it, and now I carry this all the time, whether, again, it's in my bag or if I'm just doing a quick grocery run. This comes with me. I have used the ruler more than several times at this point. The scraper itself, whether because I work in automotive, I've used this for scraping some scum. I've used this for opening boxes. I've actually used this for a lot of stuff when I otherwise don't have a knife on me, or honestly just to play with over the last month that I've had this. Also, this bottle opener has come in very handy. I will say bottle openers are on everything these days, it really seems. And so it's actually a pretty good bottle opener. The loadout I usually carry on it is some paper, because I like to have paper, and my tape card. This is my own little EDC thing, electrical tape, Gorilla Tape. And I keep it like this because I can put some cash, some credit cards, and I can keep it in the middle there. I know I like carrying this notepad just because I like having paper with me, but being able to take the clip off if I want to, and having this hairband means that if suddenly I need to use this tool card for something, well, I have a way to actually keep it all bound together while using the card itself. So overall, my impression of Lever Gear is that it's great stuff. I've talked a little bit about it before, but I am an affiliate with Lever Gear specifically because I reached out to them. I applied to work with them, and they said yes. I've said before, and I'll say it again, I'm not going to put something on my channel that I wouldn't buy or use or recommend myself, or for anyone else. And after a full month of kind of beating this stuff up and using it pretty much daily, I have to say that this stuff is great. It's practical, it's smart, and I love it. So when I saw on Instagram about Lever Gear launching the Edge XT, I was, again, excited. And I'm going to put a picture here. This is the Lever Gear Edge XT. And as of today, May 23rd, 2023, that's when I'm releasing this video, they have launched their Kickstarter for this multi-tool. Make sure, follow the link. I'll have everything down below. But this tool had me so excited that, as a matter of fact, the original Instagram post I found said, follow this link, there's going to be, it's VIP access, discounts, blah, blah, blah. And I did not think, well, I'm an affiliate, I'm going to reach out and this and that. I went, and the first thing I thought was, well, I'm going to get my hands on this, and I'm going to buy one because that's how much I like their products, and that's how much, honestly, I was excited about it. And it wasn't until hours later that I got an email saying, hey, here's some more information about this, which, again, was really exciting. So to kind of go through some of these pictures, some of the stats or sets, I don't want to just overload. This isn't a slideshow, but I do want to show maybe just at least one or two things. The biggest thing would be this. This is the list of tools on this thing. Utility blade, quick box opener, Phillips screwdriver, bottle opener, wire stripper, flathead screwdriver, pry bar, metric ruler, inch ruler, hex holder, and the features of a locking blade slider, the safety lock, the lanyard key ring loop, and the quick blade release. I know that sounds like an infomercial or at the end of a disclaimer car commercial, but the fact is this thing is only 3 inches, maybe 3.5, 4 inches, and it has all of this utility built into it. It's smart because none of the tools on here are wasted. Now, that being said, I don't know how often I'm going to use a wire stripper, but I use a knife all the time. Screwdriver, I actually do have cause to do a lot of measuring myself, especially when it comes to nuts and bolts and hardware. I work in automotive parts, so I'm at a dealer and I'm honestly measuring things all the time. The fact that this thing has not only just a spot for this utility blade, but that it has the locking feature, that is always my number one fear when you are looking at knives or tools with blades. I've been using and carrying box cutters for years, and I've had some pretty bad scares with box cutters and blades. So the fact that this thing, as small as it is, has a lock, it's just both smart and kind of cool. And the fact that the blade slides in, slides out, super easy, is disposable and replaceable, that's awesome. So, you know, I'll probably have maybe another couple images as I talk about this, but the biggest thing I want to get across here is that what I'm excited about, and that's that this tool has the same functionality in mind as their other gear, their cable kit, the bit vault, and their wallet card, is that it's functional, it's cool, and it has things that just make sense. And for me, that's what I really like. I like practical, I like things that have multiple uses, and things that just make sense. So, yeah, make sure, follow the links, check out the Kickstarter, check out their site. I'll have the link to their site down below, so you don't have to just go to the Kickstarter and reserve this cool thing. You can also pick up this other stuff. Don't forget to, when you're checking out, use the discount code ConanEDC10, get you 10% off your purchase on their website. And yeah, it does help the channel. Get a small kickback from Lever Gear. That's part of the affiliate program, and it's a huge help. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate anyone watching, supporting, liking, subscribing, commenting, interacting, because I do this because it's fun. I do this because I like cool gear. I do this because I like talking about EDC. And yeah, thank you for, well, yeah, just thank you for spending your time with me. And as always, stay safe, be prepared, and have a great day.